Here we go again. It's clutch 2 of the year, and Jack has laid 3 eggs, so I think she deserves a nice cup of chamomile tea. Many of you know that I have tried so many methods to get Jack to stop laying eggs. But at the end of the day, Jack is just doing something that she was hatched into this world to do. One of the biggest things that a ladybird can do. Jack's eggs won't hatch, but that doesn't make her any less of a mother. So whilst we have your ear, I was hoping we could talk about something quite serious. You don't need to watch anything that's going to break your heart. I can't do that myself, and so I'd never spring it onto anyone like that. Instead, I just want to tell you about a really incredible human bird named Kathleen from Virginia. In 2019, she travelled to Africa to meet the greys, and the more she saw, the less she could look away. Poaching and corruption were rife. So Kathleen did something that only a very brave ladybird would do. She rolled up her sleeves, looked those poachers in the eye, and said, "Pluck this shit, let's start a riot." She started taking photos, she filmed, she tracked, she confronted poachers and set up stings to catch the most notorious of them. And she's not just some whimsical African grey fairy godmother. She has her own rescue parrot called Cora. She's not against us taking care of captive parrots. She's against us ignoring wild ones. There is so much alienation in the parrot community, but we should work together. And Kathleen walks between 2 worlds, one made of cement and brick and the other of tall trees and danger. So she's basically just like you and I, except she's a superhero. Greys are the most trafficked bird on the planet. And Jack said, well, that's pretty plucking obvious because no poacher in their right mind would stick their hand into a nest of Yoshis and try to sell that. They'd probably be met with the cold end of a steel cap boot. So the ugly truth is that they are in danger. And Kathleen wants to give value to greys. She has watched and learned and adapted to give her own grey Cora a life that develops in real quality and happiness. Something she can do because she took the time to learn about Cora's ancestors. And for all we know, Jack could have been in one of those forests. She could have been snatched from the nest as a baby. Many of you know that Jack is a rescue parrot who doesn't wear a band. Where did she come from? Was she bred in a house, or was she hatched in a nest and then stolen when she was defenceless and waiting for her real lady mother to come back to her? I can't share graphic or sad stories because I will start sounding like a motorbike with a bucket of water in its engine. But it isn't out of the realms of possibility that Jack came from somewhere else. So it's worth thinking, is there something we can do? We are grey parents. We take care of captive parrots. We are not opening a window and setting anyone free, which Jack is deadly against because she really thinks that Yoshi would do better off flying out the window. So no matter how you got your bird, we are all a part of this. And a flock is a family. And so are they, the other ones, the ones that we don't hear about. So please help us take care of them. Help us learn about them and help us keep them safe. All we're asking is that you follow this journey where I will be working on a long-term basis with Kathleen to bring Jack's voice to this story. And the more of us there are watching, the harder it makes for them to look away. Just think of it like a really big virtual shield wall. Jack is obviously the most beautiful, but it doesn't actually matter who the most beautiful is, even though it's Jack, because that's not how a shield wall works. It's not about heroes, it's just about everybody holding their shield really high so that the line doesn't break. It's just like at Stamford Bridge and Hastings. Those walls saved lives, because the more of us there are, the safer wild African greys will be.